Hi, welcome to the channel. In this video, you're going to learn how to DIY speed up your MacBook Pro. This model is a 2012 model. I got this in 2013 and I've had it running now. It's 8 years now. Just over the last year or so, it started getting slow, so I researched and found out how to speed it up, and it has worked for me, so I want to show you guys how to do the same thing. First things first, you can identify what hardware you're running by clicking on the Apple logo in the top left hand corner, about this Mac, and it will bring up your software and hardware that you are running. So as you can see, this MacBook is a mid 2012 MacBook, 13 inch, 2.5 gigahertz dual core processor, i5. i5 is actually still quite a very common processor that's used in modern day laptops, so there's no reason why this one cannot be running up to speed like a modern one that you can buy in the store right now. I've already upgraded the memory on this MacBook and I'll show you how to do that. It's worked for me, hopefully it's going to work for you too. So you can just go across to memory here and you'll see that you'll have 2 sticks of memory. Probably you'll have two 2 gigabyte sticks, making a total of 4 gigabytes. That's what I had before. For this MacBook, what you want to do is check on the back like so, and you will get, where is it there, a model number. So this model number is a A1278. So basically you want to do some research on your model and find out what is the maximum capacity RAM you can install on your MacBook. So I've done that already, and I just basically Googled it and come up with a couple of websites and checked on a couple that the maximum memory size that I can use is 8 gigabytes. So you want to do that with your model before you go out and buy 8 gigabytes. Maybe you can put a bit more, or maybe it's a different type, I don't know. So after checking there, you can do a couple of things on your MacBook as well. On the software side, basically you can clear your cache files, restart the computer, keep your software up to date. For changing your RAM, you can just check how much your computer is using your RAM storage, and just simply go into your launch pad and then come across probably into other or wherever yours is and find the activity monitor. Once you found that, just open it and you'll have a section up here for memory, as you can see, and you will see how much your memory is being used as your MacBook is running. This is a great thing on MacBook that you can just check out and see. I had 4 gigabytes in here before, and right now I'm not even doing anything, and the cache files is already 3.3 gigabytes. So if you're running 4 gigabytes of RAM, it is not enough for a modern day laptop. 8 gigabytes, as you can see, is installed. It is perfect for what we want to use in a modern day laptop. All right, so let's go ahead and start pulling this MacBook apart. So you want to shut it down, make sure there's no power going to your MacBook when you go to pull it apart. Remove your power cable, shut it down, and let's get started. So now that we've got the MacBook switched off, we've got it flipped over, we got these screws here to take out, and we will take this back cover off. Make sure the power, everything is off before you do this. These screws are all different sizes, so make sure you have a clear work area. When you unscrew these screws, just put them down next to the holes that they came out so that it is easy to put them together and you don't mix up the screws for the different holes. Hard drive, here's the battery, here's our RAM that we were going to change out, here's the exhaust cooler fan. I guarantee this will be full of dust. You'll want to clean this out whilst you got the back plate off. It's just 3 screws and you simply just pull this off. There's a wire here, be careful not to rip that off as well. You probably don't need to disconnect it, but if you do, just get a little screwdriver and pull that little cable off there. all through the back of this exhaust will be full of dust, and that'll be what's making your laptop hot. I'd recommend cleaning it out also whilst you got the back plate off. Yeah, so first things first, we're going to have to disconnect the battery before we change our RAM to be on the safe side. So what you can do, you can get a little screwdriver, a little flathead, and simply just pop off this cable here. Or you can use your fingers. So that is disconnected. All right. After you've disconnected the battery, we're going to remove the RAM. Very easy and simple to do. There's two prongs on either side. You simply push those out and your RAM will pop up, voila, like so. Pull that out and you got two of them. Same thing, there's another layer of prongs at the bottom. I'm gonna have to put this camera down to do this. Now you use two fingers and it will stick up just like that. And pull the same bottom one out. You have to unclip the top ones as well again, so it'll lift right up. Comes out very easily. And that is the 24GB RAM that I've already installed to make my MacBook faster. So I'm going to put them back in. Same way as you take them out. This one will slot into the bottom slots and simply just push it down. You'll hear it click. It will click back into place. Put the other one on top. And it will click back into place. Once you put that on, and if you like, you can clean your fan out as well. After you've done that, put your battery back in and put everything back together the same way that we took it apart. So now that we have replaced the RAM in our MacBook, you can just come up to the corner again, go to the Apple icon, about this Mac, and it will load up your running software and hardware that you have for your MacBook. Now you just want to check on your memory that it has upgraded to 8GB, just as we have upgraded to. You can come over to memory as well and then check here as well that you've upgraded 4GB, making a total of 8. All right, obviously a couple of other tips. Always keep your MacBook up to date with its the latest running software you can get. That will always keep it up to speed. Keeping your desktop clear of items. Obviously, when you leave items on your desktop, it is always keeping the RAM full, because whatever you put on your desktop is always going to be running and making use of your CPU as well as your RAM, where it's not necessary if you don't need those items on your desktop. Also, when we restarted the computer, it cleared the cache files automatically. So automatically, once you've upgraded your RAM, you should notice a dramatic increase in performance of your MacBook. Keeping your MacBook backed up as well, and keeping your hard drive or your storage down to a minimum. If you're keeping your storage full all the time, you will always run into a slow MacBook, because it's always trying to load all these files that you've got on there. So keeping your storage down to a minimum on your MacBook is always a good idea. Keeping your backed up files onto an external hard drive is the way to go if you have a lot of storage that you need to keep. Something else I've also downloaded was Mac's fan control, and that basically allows you to control your fan speed for the one that you cleaned out in the back of your MacBook Pro, so that you can also keep it running cool. If I put my hand here, it will still start to get hot, but once I've downloaded this, I basically can set the fan speed to keep the MacBook cool. So yeah, I hope this video was helpful. If you like this video, if it's helpful at all, please hit that like and subscribe button for any more content. that you might want to see. Otherwise, have a great day. Hope this works well for you as well as it worked for me.